All right, now we're getting to one of the deluxe aircraft here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is a Boeing 787 Dreamliner. It is a lot of airplane. We're currently sitting here in the heart of Russia. This is Sheremetyevo, which is just outside of Moscow. Hopefully we can find some familiar landmarks when we head on downtown. Let's go ahead and jump inside and take a look. First thing I notice is these gigantic displays. I can't get over how huge these displays are. This is really, really nice. You don't always get this spoiled on any kind of aircraft, really. I noticed we do have an FMS down here. It looks just like the one that we saw in the 747, which is digital. Looking up above my head, we can see that we have a control panel that is reminiscent of the 777. As a matter of fact, I can swear I can see this doesn't need to be on because I've got no fuel in the center. And this aircraft, of course, is a little unique because of its insane range. It is easily the most long-ranged aircraft in all of this Flight Simulator 2020. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get rolling. I'm going to go ahead and push the throttle all the way forward. There's a lot of sophisticated engine controls in this particular aircraft, which is going to keep me from over-revving things. It's also going to keep me from having fun. You know, fly-by-wire can be such a pain in the butt sometimes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get rolling. Normally we go through a full takeoff, we go make sure our FMS settings are all set correctly and we got it all the way it needs to be. But I can actually see my V rotate as it comes up. All right, give everybody a little tug. As soon as we get a positive rate, we slam the gear closed and up we go. I'm going to go ahead and let go of the controls for a second here and see how the trim behaves. Very, 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 very impressive. Go ahead and slap up a notch of flaps. We're going to start sinking just a little bit when we do that. Okay, my hands are not on the controls. Slap up the next hatch. Just want to see what Boeing has done here. Okay, it's feeling pretty good. I love the fact you can look to the right and actually see where you are on the main taxiways. I think that is awesome. Usually you don't get so spoiled in a lot of different type of aircraft. All right, flaps are all the way where they need to be. Let's go ahead and take a turn and see if we can go find any of those familiar downtown sites here in Moscow. All right, swing us around. This is one of the most defended airspaces on planet Earth. It's very, very impressive what they put in here. There's basically a ring of SAM sites, and you have a bunch of sophisticated underground defenses. It's just an unbelievable city, and it's actually pretty slick that we get to fly over it like this. You can already see the Russian style, kind of the apartment complexes and everything like that. To be awfully steep for an airliner here. Oh, something's pushing me back. So you can see it tries to restore that, stability almost instantaneously. There was a really neat demonstration with this aircraft when it was first flown, where basically they didn't quite fly it vertically, it just kind of looked like that, but it was also the camera angle that they used for that purpose. All right, now we also have the Sheremetyevo, where we just took off from. Domodedovo should not be too far from here. It basically translates to, home airport. Convenient, right? I love the display. I love how crisp and how everything is incredibly new looking. A lot of us people who like these games, kind of like a worn out airplane, but every once in a while it's nice to get one that just came basically out fresh. Go ahead and spin myself over in this direction. Okay, we should be pretty much over the fun stuff. Keep my eye out for the Kremlin. I don't see it right away, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not there. It's just going to be something I just don't notice. There's a very famous railroad bridge right there. We're passing over right now. Go a little kind of more towards this side of things. I got about half throttle in right now, in case you're curious. And you can see the southern part of the city here. I'm going to go and take a look out the right side here. As far as the aircraft goes, it kind of handles like you'd expect the fly-by-wire aircraft to handle. It is a very, 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 very smooth. I don't have to work my feet at all in the slightest to kind of do anything. Go again and take a look at those apartment buildings. I'm just going to let go of the controls. And look at that. It just sits there. Oh, that's so nice. Take a look at our FMS. Clearly, this is the same FMS that we saw a little earlier in the other aircraft. So just taking a look real quickly, got my position. I can set up all this. I can set up the individual legs. If I needed to, I got a little progress report and everything along those lines. We have departure arrival, which is actually pretty cool. We're going to have to play with that a little bit longer, but I'm sure that's going to be a video a little bit later on in the future. All right, now that we've finished our little victory donut here, let's go ahead and level ourselves out. One of the fun things to do in an airliner is bring it into a stall, and we've been doing that in quite a few aircraft so far, so we might as well have a little bit of fun with this one. So I'm actually going to bring the nose up to about here. That looks good. I'm going to pop out the speed brakes just to help slow me down a little bit. You can see I just slapped the handle into the correct position. All right, slowing down. Let's go take a peek outside real quick. It's neat that we get all these new things with a little angle of attack index there. You can see it's already turning red on us. I wonder why. All right, let's see what happens. No hands on the controls. Put the speed brakes away. We don't need them anymore. You can see we started accelerating and pull the nose up just a teeny tiny bit. It's just weird being on a Boeing airliner and not having to touch the trim control. Yeah, see it nosing itself down? I've actually got to override it. Let's go ahead and pull back a little bit more. There we go. Oh, there's the warning light. Oh yeah, this thing's mushing nice. Oh, that's nice. Notice it's nosing itself down. Let's give it a little bit of rudder to see what happens. No, I think it's going to be polite. Full power. Oh, it's drifting. It's drifting. I feel like we haven't quite caught things yet. Oh, okay, we got it. We got it. Whoa, okay, that was scary. The aircraft basically just kind of stopped flying there for a second there. Doesn't surprise me, it's an airliner. Pretty good view. Ah, there's a building I was looking for. I knew I'd find it if I started goofing around a little bit. Nice. Downtown Moscow. There we go. Great. Absolutely great. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. I'm definitely going to have to play with this aircraft a little bit in the future as well. Whoop, I'm about to overspeed and take the wings off, so I better be careful. Definitely has the power. This is also the most long-range aircraft of all Flight Simulator 2020 right now. I think you get something like, it's staggering, like 6,400 nautical miles. It's just really, really solid stuff, and I can't wait to play with it some more. Enjoy.